I'm Rebecca Craddock, Communications Coordinator for Bristol, Tennessee City Schools. I had the pleasure of serving as the facilitator of the task force that developed the 2016, 2017, and 2017-2018 school calendar recommendations to the Bristol, Tennessee Board of Education. The purpose of this presentation is to explain the basic aspects of a school calendar, several details of this proposal, and how some aspects may look different than previous years. We will only review the 2016-17 calendar since the details of both are essentially the same. Please note that the calendars are only proposals. No dates are final until approved by the school board. The calendar task force is made up of 15 members who are teachers, parents, and administrators. Task force members dedicated numerous hours of their time to research and develop the recommendations. There are far more details which were considered than can be explained within the time frame of this presentation. The task force was asked to develop 2016, 2017, and 2017-2018 school calendars based on educational best practices designed to achieve our school system's mission, which is to ensure students achieve college and career readiness through academic excellence. This proposal is a result of the careful research, thought, and collaboration of our task force members. Planning a school calendar is like putting together a giant jigsaw puzzle. None of the many factors can be considered in isolation. For example, you cannot consider a start date of the school year without looking at the days needed in first semester or the length of fall break. With that in mind, I'll give you a simplified explanation of state requirements regarding school calendars. First of all, state law requires a minimum of 180 student days. The calendar must also include teacher in-service days, teacher work days, and a parent-teacher conference day. Certain teacher in-service days may also count as student days, although schools are closed. The state allows school systems, such as Bristol, that have a school day exceeding 6.5 hours by at least 30 minutes to use the accumulated extra time to stockpile a maximum of 13 instructional days for use when school is closed due to inclement weather. The district may also request approval from the state to use a portion of those stockpile days for teacher in-service. We will revisit those 13 stockpile days later. Let's look at first semester. You can refer to the legend at the bottom of the slide for an explanation of days. Yellow indicates regular student days, red, early dismissal, black, schools are closed for students and teachers, blue, teacher work days, green, teacher in-service, orange, laptop distribution, and the one gray day is parent-teacher conference. Starting with July 21st, laptop distribution will be held the 21st, 26th, and 27th. Teachers then return on July 28th for in-service, and the beginning of the school year follows our traditional pattern with 2 teacher work days and August 1st as the first student day, with schools dismissing early. August 19th, schools are closed on the Friday before Bristol Motor Speedway's race weekend, and September 5th closed for Labor Day. I'm going to come back to the teacher in-service days on September 6th, October 10th, and November 14th, since those require additional explanation. Notice the proposal includes a week-long fall break, October 3rd through the 7th, following the end of the first 9 weeks. There was complete consensus among task force members for a week-long fall break. They considered several factors. First of all, it provides more days for intersession, which is an opportunity for students to get additional academic support or extended learning activities. Also, there was a significant decline in student attendance the Monday and Tuesday before fall break this school year. Moving into November, the Parent-Teacher Conference is November 8th. Thanksgiving break, schools are closed November 23rd through the 25th, and schools dismiss early for Christmas break on December 16th. The first semester includes 88 student days, which is 2 less than half of the required 180. Ideally, both semesters would include 90 days, but you can see how difficult it becomes to get in an appropriate number of days for the first semester. With a week-long fall break, and knowing that the semester must end before Christmas break, the 1st of August start date is unavoidable. Moving on to second semester, teachers return on January 2nd for a workday. The 3 teacher in-service days, which we will examine later, are January 16th, February 6th, and March 20th. Winter break is February 3rd, and spring break is March 13th through the 17th. April 14th is Good Friday, and then the school year ends as usual with a teacher workday on May 22nd and report card pickup on May 23rd. The first semester includes 88 student days. Second semester currently includes 93 student days. This gives us one more than the required 180. However, school will be closed an additional Friday when the spring 2017 race date is announced, bringing second semester to 92 days. Now back to the stockpiled in-service days. Of the 13 days earned, this calendar proposes using 6 for in-service: September 6th, October 10th, November 14th, January 16th, February 6th, and March 20th. Traditionally, Bristol has only used 3 of these earned days for in-service. Remember, the 13 days earned can only be used for in-service or closings for inclement weather. In this calendar, 6 stockpile days are strategically placed at the midpoint and at the end of each 9 weeks. Those intervals provide teachers time to work individually and as teams to review student achievements and determine the most effective plan in moving forward. Also, the stockpiled in-service days have never included the option for students to come to school. Next year's calendar will offer that opportunity, although it will not be required. Again, with the days at the midpoint and the end of each 9 weeks, students will benefit from that time to catch up. The remaining 7 of the 13 days will be available for inclement weather closings. 6 days are the most Bristol has needed in recent years for weather-related closings. The 2017-2018 proposal closely mirrors the 2016-2017 calendar we just reviewed. For planning purposes for students, parents, and employees, we are proposing calendars for the next 2 school years. To view or download complete copies of the proposals, go to our homepage at btcs.org. Thank you for taking time to learn more about the details of the BTCS school calendar.